Hey guys, it's Ariel and Archer here. Today we will start our trip from a 6 a.m. high-speed rail ride in Taiwan. This is my second solo trip with my son to Japan, and we are taking a short 2-hour flight from Taipei to Haneda Airport. From there, we will be taking the Shinkansen to Kanazawa and Nagano area. Since our Shinkansen train departs from Tokyo Station, we are staying at the Metropolitan Hotel right beside it. The first stop is of course the kombini. Last time my son didn't eat any of the jarred baby food, so we are getting some items he can eat, such as pudding and egg. Don't worry, the fish egg onigiri is for me. After picking up my JR Rail Pass at Haneda Airport, I now need to book my seats at the ticketing counter at the railway station. I have more steps on how to do this on my blog post. Before the cherry blossom season, there is a plum festival at Yushima Tenmangu, which is just by Ueno. A Tenmangu is a temple that specializes in good luck for passing exams, and remember to rub the cow's nose for good luck. Since we were right by Ueno, we went to Ameyoko, which is an outdoor market selling lots of food, electronics, and clothing on bargain. We found some white strawberries there, and Archer absolutely loved it. I've recommended Kaisen Misakiko so many times, but as you can see, this is a sushi go-around place with an English touchscreen menu that also has pictures, so it's very easy to order from. They do have branches all over Tokyo, so just pop their name into Google Maps and go to the one nearest to you. Once your order is ready, it will come on a little train right to your seat. So this is also a great restaurant option if you are bringing kids to Japan. We are at Tokyo Station nice and early on a Saturday morning to take the Hokuriku Shinkansen to Kanazawa. This train line only started operation in 2015 and connects Tokyo and Kanazawa in just under 2.5 hours. Because it's a long holiday in Japan, as you can see the station is quite crowded. I'm glad I reserved my seats in advance since the train was completely full. Luckily, Archer didn't mind the noise and took a little nap before waking up to enjoy the scenery. We arrived to a rainy Kanazawa and hopped on the taxi to our hotel, which is 10 minutes away from the station. Kanazawa Tokyu Hotel is the best hotel we've booked on this particular trip. It has an amazing traditional Japanese decor and very large rooms. The location is also right in the busy part of town with trendy shops and many malls nearby. On top of that, the major attractions such as Kendokuen Garden and Nishichaya Street are just nearby. We head back to Kanazawa Station to have a look around. There are many shopping options, and also a tourist information center where you can find a lot of pamphlets for what you can do in this region. We also ran into pink strawberries this time and found some sushi for dinner. We went to Higashichaya Street nice and early at 8 a.m. and there was no one but me and my son. I had a fold-up tripod the size of a water bottle with me, and so I was able to capture some really amazing photos right before a huge group of tourists showed up. We then slowly made our way back towards the hotel, passing by Kanazawa Castle, Kenroku-en, and also ran into a nice little temple. There was a storm passing by the region though, so it was really rainy, windy, and snowy at times, and we had to wait for the weather to clear up to head out again and to actually explore Kenroku-en Gardens. Back at the hotel, I'm sterilizing bottles and also washing up some bibs so we can continue the journey tomorrow. Today we are going on a organized tour which I booked on Viator to go to Shirakawago and Gokayama. These are UNESCO World Heritage Sites famous for their gasho-style houses with thick grass roofs. The tour lasted from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. and we had a bilingual guide since the group was half Japanese and half from the rest of the world. It takes around 90 minutes to get from Kanazawa to Shirakawago. Along the way, you see more villages, ski slopes, and beautiful countryside scenery. I felt like I was actually in the Alps. Our fellow travelers were super nice to Archer and I, so we really had a great time.
家族愛、家族ですね、赤い色は。あとはお金、エコノミックポーチは黄色、イエロー。
After arriving at Shirakawago, we had about 3 hours of free time to wander around. The first thing we do is to head to the observatory deck. You can hike up the hill, which is about 20 to 30 minutes, or there's a shuttle bus for 200 yen one way to get up there. It's free to go to the observation deck, and there's also a little shop just around the corner for some souvenirs. There is a professional photographer who will take your photos with your phone for free, but you can also print the photos for 1,500 yen. Back in town, we took a 20-minute walk to the furthest point to capture photos of a row of 3 houses. Not many people walk all the way there, but since our tour guide recommended it, we decided to check it out. There are also several houses you can visit the inside of, and Nagase House is the biggest. They are all pretty similar inside, so our tour guide suggested to just visit that one. We stopped at Idori restaurant for lunch and it turned out to be amazing. They had floor seating, which was easy for my son to crawl around, and the food was also very fresh and tasty. The lunch was actually included in our tour. I misunderstood my tour guide since he said that it wasn't included for babies, so I thought I also couldn't have any lunch, but I was glad that I stopped here instead. I would definitely recommend the chicken lunch set. Next, it's a short 45-minute drive to Gokayama. This is a much quieter town and way less touristy than Shirakawago, but the views are still great. A 10 to 15 minute muddy hike up the hills will take you to the viewing spot. You can also rent some boots at the entrance just in case you aren't wearing any. Our last stop is at a rice cracker baking shop. It's included in the tour, but they don't force you to buy any actual products at the shop. There are a lot of different types of desserts and souvenirs that you can get here in case you are looking for some to bring home to your family and friends. Next up, we are taking the Shinkansen to Nagano area. From there, we will be doing day trips to visit the snow monkeys and also a temple that is up in the mountains.